1. Outdated decor. Remember those dusty fox plants you bought back in the 90s? Or the heavy floral curtains that seemed so trendy decades ago? These outdated decor items can make your home feel stuck in a time warp. It's time for a decor refresh. Swap out those dated items for lighter, more modern pieces that reflect your current taste. You don't have to break the bank. Even small changes like new throw pillows or a contemporary area rug can breathe new life into a room. Remember, your home should be a reflection of who you are now, not who you were 30 years ago. 2. Oversized furniture. Big, bulky furniture might have seemed like a good idea when you were furnishing a house full of kids, but now it's probably making your rooms feel cramped and uncomfortable. I made this mistake myself when I bought a massive sectional sofa for my living room. It looked great in the showroom, but in my space, it was like trying to fit an elephant into a phone booth. Consider downsizing your furniture to pieces that are more proportionate to your current needs. Look for multifunctional items with hidden storage, like ottomans with removable tops or coffee tables with drawers. 3. Broken or fix-it-later items. We've all been there, holding onto that wobbly table or broken clock with the best intentions of fixing it someday. But let's be honest, how long has that someday been? These items end up becoming permanent fixtures in our homes, adding to the clutter and reminding us of unfinished tasks. It's time to face these items head-on. Set a realistic deadline for repairs. Maybe give yourself a month. If you've had it fixed by then, it's probably time to let it go. You'll be surprised how liberating it feels to clear out these lingering projects. 4. Expired pantry items. Those old spices from 2010. That can of pumpkin pie filling from 3 Thanksgivings ago. They're taking up valuable real estate in your kitchen. Take some time to go through your pantry and check expiration dates. Be ruthless. If it's past its prime, toss it out. Not only will this free up space, but it'll also ensure that your cooking is always fresh and flavorful. Plus, a well-organized pantry makes meal planning and grocery shopping so much easier. Did you find the video helpful so far? Please consider liking the video and type, "I keep my home tidy" in the comments below. And if you're ready to declutter your home, don't forget to join my 7-day declutter challenge, link in the description. 5. Unused hobby supplies. Over the years, we often accumulate supplies for hobbies we were once passionate about. Maybe you have a closet full of yarn from your knitting phase or boxes of scrapbooking materials you haven't touched in years. These unused hobby supplies can quickly turn into clutter. Instead of letting these items gather dust, consider donating them to someone who can put them to good use. Local schools, community centers, or even craft-loving friends would probably be thrilled to receive your gently used supplies. By letting go of these items, you're not just decluttering your space, you're giving someone else the opportunity to discover a new hobby. 6. Sentimental keepsakes everywhere. It's natural to want to hold onto mementos from special moments in our lives. But when every surface is covered with souvenirs, old trophies, and framed photos, it can start to feel overwhelming. I once visited a friend's house where you could barely see the walls for all the family photos and vacation trinkets. The key here is curation. Choose a select few items that truly capture your most cherished memories and display them thoughtfully. For the rest, consider digitizing photos or creating a memory box to store safely away. This way, you're preserving the memories without cluttering your living space. 7. Collections turned clutter. Collections can be a wonderful way to express our interests and passions. But sometimes, what starts as a charming hobby can turn into an overwhelming array of items. Whether it's figurines, mugs, or stamps, when collections start to dominate your space, they've crossed the line into clutter. Take a step back and look at your collections objectively. Which pieces truly bring you joy? Which ones are just taking up space? Consider showcasing only your favorite items and storing or selling the rest. You might even find that focusing on a smaller, curated collection brings you more satisfaction than an extensive one. 8. Duplicates of everyday items. It's easy to accumulate multiples of everyday items over the years. Before you know it, you have 5 can openers, a dozen spatulas, and more pens than you could use in a lifetime. I once found 3 identical cheese graters in my kitchen drawers. Talk about unnecessary. Go through your home and identify areas where you have duplicates. Keep only what you use regularly and donate the extras. Not only will this free up space, but it'll also make your daily life easier when you're not digging through drawers full of unnecessary items. Congratulations! You've made it halfway through the video. So we have a small gift from our side, which is the free 7-day declutter challenge, where you'll get daily checklists to help you declutter step by step. Plus, some exclusive bonuses to keep you motivated along the way. It's only available for a limited time, so click the link in the description or the pinned comment to join now. 9. Outdated tech gadgets. In our fast-paced digital world, technology becomes outdated quickly. Those old phones, tangled cables, and remote controls for devices you no longer own can really add to the clutter in your home. I'm guilty of this myself. I once found a drawer full of chargers for phones I hadn't owned in years. It's time to say goodbye to these tech relics. Recycle old devices responsibly. Many electronics stores offer recycling programs. For cables and smaller items, consider donating them to local schools or community centers that might be able to use them. You'll be amazed at how much space you can reclaim once you clear out these outdated gadgets. 10. Paperwork piles. Bills, receipts, magazines, paper clutter can accumulate faster than we realize. Before you know it, every flat surface becomes a landing spot for random pieces of paper. I used to have a paper mountain on my desk that would grow a little taller each day. The solution? Go digital where you can. Sign up for paperless billing, scan important documents, and cancel unnecessary subscriptions. For the paper that does come in, set up a simple filing system and make it a habit to sort through your papers monthly. You'll find that keeping on top of paper clutter makes your whole home feel more organized. 11. Plastic containers without lids. We've all been there, opening a cabinet to an avalanche of mismatched plastic containers. Somehow, the lids always seem to disappear, leaving us with a jumble of useless boxes. This kind of clutter not only takes up space, but also makes it frustrating to pack leftovers or organize small items. Take some time to go through your container collection. Match lids to containers and recycle any that are incomplete or in poor condition. Keep only the sets you actually use and consider investing in a matching set with stackable lids for easier storage. Your future self will thank you when packing up leftovers becomes a breeze. 12. Junk drawers. The infamous junk drawer, that catch-all space for random items we're not sure what to do with. Dead batteries, expired coupons, mysterious keys, they all end up here. But over time, these drawers can become so cluttered that finding anything useful becomes a treasure hunt. It's time to tackle that junk drawer head-on. Empty it out completely and sort everything into 3 piles. Heap, toss, and donate. Be ruthless. If you hadn't used something in a year, chances are you don't need it. For the items you do keep, use small containers or dividers to keep things organized. You'll be surprised how satisfying it is to open a drawer and actually find what you're looking for. 13. Clothes you no longer wear. Our wardrobes often expand over the years, but how much of what we own do we actually wear? Clothes that no longer fit, are out of style, or simply don't suit our lifestyle anymore can take up valuable closet space. I once kept a bridesmaid dress for years, thinking I might wear it again. Spoiler alert, I never did. It's time for a closet cleanout. A good rule of thumb is if you haven't worn something in a year, it's probably time to let it go. Donate items in good condition or consider selling higher value pieces. Not only will this free up space, but it'll also make getting dressed each day a much more enjoyable experience when you're choosing from clothes you actually love and wear. 14. Hidden spaces in garages and attics. Out of sight, out of mind, until it's not. Garages and attics often become dumping grounds for items we're not sure what to do with. Before we know it, these spaces are so cluttered we can barely walk through them, let alone use them for their intended purpose. Tackling these areas can feel overwhelming, so start small. Set aside 15 minutes a day to sort through one box or one corner. Separate items into keep, donate, and toss piles. You might be surprised at what you find. I once discovered a box of my childhood toys that brought back wonderful memories. By reclaiming these spaces, you might even find new uses for them, like a hobby area or extra storage for things you actually use. 15. Unused gifts. We've all received well-intentioned gifts that just don't suit our taste or needs. Maybe it's a set of wine glasses when you don't drink, or a vase that doesn't match your decor. But we keep these items out of guilt, and they end up cluttering our homes. It's time to give yourself permission to let these items go. Remember, the giver wanted to bring you joy, and if the item isn't doing that, it's okay to pass it along to someone who will appreciate it. Consider donating these items or even re-gifting them to someone who would truly use and enjoy them. Your space should be filled with things you love and use, not obligation items. 16. Expired medications. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about medicine cabinets. It's easy to accumulate a variety of over-the-counter medications and prescription drugs over the years. But keeping expired medications isn't just clutter, it can be dangerous. Take some time to go through your medicine cabinet and check expiration dates. Dispose of expired medications safely. Many pharmacies offer take-back programs. For the medications you do keep, organize them clearly and keep them in a cool, dry place. A clutter-free medicine cabinet not only looks better, but also ensures you can quickly find what you need in case of illness or emergency. There you have it, 16 things making your home look cluttered after 60. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to join my free 7-day declutter challenge to take your decluttering journey to the next level. Click the link in the description to sign up.